I just finished my video on when to stay in the Caribbean, specifically when to stay in the Caribbean and get the best pricing alongside the best weather. Of course, you can stay in the off season and get a fantastic deal like a 5-star hotel for $150 a night, and you can complain the entire time that you're there because you walk outside, it's instant sweat, it's non-stop rain, and the weather just really isn't that predictable. Or you could stay during primetime peak season, primetime tourist season, and pay astronomical rates, 4 times what you might pay any other time of the year, and really go home and wonder if it was worth it. So in that video, I kind of gave you the sweet spot. When to stay in the Caribbean, get the best weather alongside the best prices. Today, I'm revealing the prices I paid for 8 of the best all-inclusive hotels in Punta Cana. I'm still in Punta Cana. This is hotel number 9. Actually, you want some insight into like what my daily life is like? Let me show you. Housekeeping has not come yet, and sometimes it's kind of funny. I mistakenly, like, I use a malaprop. A malaprop is like when you think one thing but say another. I mistakenly call housekeeping room service because like they do come in and service the room. So sometimes I will just like refer to housekeeping as room service. It's just a stupid mistake I make sometimes. Anyway, this is what my room looks like. Again, housekeeping has not been here. Water's by the bed. I guzzle water all the time. Got to stay hydrated. One 70-pound suitcase right there. Tripod behind it. I got some of the shoes I've been wearing. Let's see, these are my gator boots right here. These are like 7 years old. If you buy quality, ladies, you know this, and guys, you know this too, but really if you buy quality, anything, especially shoes and handbags, whatever, clothes, they last a long time. These are my Python boots, so the people at PETA are not gonna be very happy with me, but they're just reptiles, PETA, not like real animals, so just relax, okay? And then these are the boots I get the absolute most compliments on. You've seen these on the channel before. These are my psychedelic boots. These are super groovy, really far out. I guess in Spanish, here they've been calling them gua. I guess gua means cool. They've also been calling them genial. I think that means like groovy. But anyway, these are some of my favorite boots. I only wear these like in Caribbean destinations and in Miami. You can't wear these in Wisconsin, no way. So 70-pound suitcase right there, another 70-pound suitcase over there. I like to keep my suitcases separated. One is usually clean clothes, dirty clothes, or one is usually like casual, and then one is usually like night outfits and stuff. I got the Nespresso machine out. I've relapsed hard on caffeine. I've talked about this, so I've been going through the paces on that. Got a couple different currencies right there. Cords everywhere in this room. This is where I kind of have been like charging my peripherals. These are my favorite shades right here, these monochromatic shades, the blue monochromatic shades. Let me get some good light for you. These are really cool by the pool, which is where I'm headed here in a little bit. The sun just came out, a little windy out there. Nobody by the pool, if you can see that. So I'm gonna head out there as soon as I'm done with this video. Couple iPads, spare GoPro. Got my wallet and passport out because I had to do some stuff. And let's get to this video. So I'm revealing prices for some of the best hotels at Punta Cana. And while I do this, I'm just gonna do some word association. Maybe I'll talk about the best parts of the hotel, the worst parts of the hotel, what I thought about the hotel, or really anything that just comes to mind off the top of my head. So let's start with hotel number 1, TRS Turquesa. It was $167 a night. This was the only hotel that did not include tax and fees in the room rate. They actually separated it out for some reason. So there was $187 worth of taxes for a grand total of $857. TRS Turquesa was just like your standard generic 5-star hotel. It's barely 5-star. I mean, I would say it would probably fluctuate between 4.5 and 5. I would call it 4.5. They call it 5. I'm not going to disagree with that. It was like your great starter hotel. It was the perfect starter hotel for me. I don't know if I would come to TRS Turquesa and it was going to be my only hotel. I don't know if I'd have a great time there. But for me, it was a great warm-up hotel. The restaurants were poor. The beach was below average. Again, I wouldn't go there as my only destination, but it's a great place to kind of start and acclimate my trip. So TRS Turquesa, out the door 4 nights. And by the way, I stayed 4 nights at every hotel. It was $857. Secrets. If you follow the channel, you know that I went to Secrets. I've said this before. According to the staff there and management, I was the first solo male traveler at Secrets Royal Beach. It was extremely awkward, even for an experienced solo traveler like myself. The room rate was $327 a night, so that's really, really expensive for Punta Cana, at least for this time of year. And I upgraded to Diamond Club. They upsold me on Diamond Club. You get access to certain lounges, an additional restaurant, a certain portion of the beach, and the Diamond Club pool. That was the thing that was most worth it. That was an extra $80 a day. So Secrets out the door was $1,626. Actually $1,627 if I round up. Looking back, if I was madly in love with someone, I would bring them there, but that's about the only reason I would go back. It's all couples, and yeah, I'll leave it at that. Hard Rock was the most expensive hotel. Now, it was the largest room, but that's really about it. $408 a night for Hard Rock. And it was fun, it was lively. It's like your cookie cutter party hotel. If grandma wants to have a good time, and if mom and dad want to have a good time and still bring the kids, go to Hard Rock. But I don't really envision myself going back there. It had like, what, 10 pools, a beautiful stretch of beach. It was a good hotel, but absolutely not worth over $400 a night. So Hard Rock was approximately $408 a night, and out the door it was $1,631 for 4 nights. That just wasn't worth it. REPUBLICA, 4 nights of REPUBLICA. This is the best hotel I went to. I'm going to make a dedicated video on why REPUBLICA is the best hotel in Punta Cana. In my video, I remember it being $99 a night, but I guess with taxes and fees, it was $102.56. So you have to cut me a little slack on that. I was off by a little bit, but $100 a night for, they said it was a 5-star hotel. It was more 4-star, not even 4.5, but 4-star hotel, $99 a night, but an amazing crowd, unforgettable memories, a huge party hotel. I mean, just that hotel was a party hotel. I mean, typically you have to pay for exclusive parties to have that much fun. That entire hotel was a party. And I could see why. For $100 a night, it brings in young adults from all over the world. It's 21 plus. It was just a fantastic time. I will definitely go back to that hotel for a part 2. But out the door, for 4 nights, again, around $103 a night. It was $410 for 4 nights at REPUBLICA. Bahia Principe Luxury Ambar. Man, I went to this hotel on tilt. After Hard Rock and after REPUBLICA, that was 8 straight days of just nonsensical craziness. And I needed a break. In fact, I was about ready to cut this trip short. I'm serious. I mean, I was literally looking at what it would cost to cancel some of my hotels. The hotels I could have canceled. Some of these I had to prepay, but I was looking at what it would cost to cancel these hotels, what it would cost to move my flight up. I was going through all of those gymnastics. I decided not to. What I decided to do was just go to Bahia Principe Luxury Ambar for 4 days and just chill. And I caught my second wind. And you might say, James, you were just on tilt, you were emotional, you were tired, you're frustrated. You didn't really hate that hotel. I hated that hotel. I didn't like the pool setup, just one pool for the entire property. I did not like that. The beach was horrible. The service was really poor. I paid extra for the swim-up room, but the swim-up room was like just a small community pool that was literally outside your door. I woke up to my neighbors every day looking inside my hotel room. It just was an awkward experience. Sometimes hotels don't come together. Now, I will say one thing, and I always try to be as objective as possible, okay? Some of the best food I had, some of the best restaurants in all of Punta Cana. The only restaurants I think were better were the ones at Majestic Mirage and Majestic Elegance. Maybe Secrets, but Secrets was more than double the price. So I really did like the food at Bahia Principe Luxury Ambar. The value, I thought the price was a little inflated for what you got. For 4 nights, it was $711. So $178 a night plus all the food and alcohol and beverages you can eat and drink. I think that's a fair deal. But when relatively compared to Punta Cana and REPUBLICA being $103, and the next one coming up being the same price, I just don't see myself going back to Bahia Principe Luxury and Bar. Okay, Royalton Punta Cana, I paid $174 a night. Now the great thing about this hotel is that I was upgraded to their honeymoon suite. That's because Royalton is now part of the Marriott ecosystem. They upgraded me for free to their honeymoon suite. Nothing more awkward, funny, or ironic than being a solo traveler staying in the honeymoon suite. If you want to see that, go ahead and check out my video. What did I like about Royalton Punta Cana? It was the best strip of beach I saw in Punta Cana. The water was electric blue. The sand was super soft, squishy, supple. The beach was just the best. Okay, my last two hotels, Majestic Mirage and Majestic Elegance. When I booked Majestic Mirage, it was the #1 rated hotel on TripAdvisor. I've said that ad nauseum, but in case you have not seen those videos, when I booked it, it was #1. I think right now it's #3. It was #2 a couple weeks ago. The TripAdvisor rankings oscillate, and I guess they should, just like how college football rankings oscillate and just how polls oscillate. The TripAdvisor rankings oscillate as well, but when I booked it, it was #1. I paid $305 a night. I paid extra for a rooftop suite, which I went up to twice, both for 2 minutes apiece to do a check-in video with you. So that jacuzzi outdoor rooftop terrace suite was not worth it at all. I don't know who hangs out at the top of their apartment or top of their hotel room when you have multiple pools and beaches at your disposal, but I thought I'd give it a shot. Basically, I did it for the channel, and I would definitely not pay premium for that room again. But anyway, $305 a night, Majestic Mirage. I would say it had the best restaurants overall that I had in Punta Cana. Also, the lobby was one of the best lobbies I've ever seen in my life. It was palatial, I was awestruck, it was opulent, it was grand. It was mesmerizing, dramatic, and profound. How is that? Okay, that is what that lobby is like. And the cool thing, and I talked about this in my videos, is that at Majestic Mirage, you actually spend time in a lobby. In a lot of these hotels, you go to the lobby twice. Check in and check out. But this was really like the hub and spoke of everything throughout the hotel. It's where the restaurants were, it's where the bars were. You actually spend time in the lobby because the lobby was just so unbelievably beautiful. It really made the trip worthwhile. Okay, so $305 a night. I think that is a great price for one of the best hotels in Punta Cana, and that comes out to be $1,220 for 4 nights. I actually did a video, I'm gonna spoil it. I did a video about Majestic Mirage versus Majestic Elegance. They're right next door to each other. Majestic Elegance is the older property of the two, but I actually ended up liking it more, even though I rated them the same. There's a lot going on there. You have to check out those videos. But I thought it was the better value, and I'll tell you why once you see those prices. And also it had the better pool, better crowd, better energy, just better experience. It looks like it was 50% cheaper. Okay, so Majestic Elegance came in at $203 a night. Okay, so 50% cheaper than Majestic Mirage, and that equates to $811 for 4 nights at Majestic Elegance. I think that is probably, that and REPUBLICA, now that I'm looking at this, are probably the best 2 values I had all trip. So that was $811. Let me just sum this up for you very quickly. I did not even do this, I just do this on the fly to see what my overall cost was. My overall cost for these 8 hotels was, I'm sorry for doing this on the fly, this is terrible. Around $8,000. $7,962.33. That is what 32 days at 8 of the best resorts in Punta Cana is going to cost you. So for those of you looking to get away for 32 days, stay at 8 hotels in Punta Cana and have an all-inclusive experience. Eat as much as you want, drink as much as you want, live at the beach and pool for pretty much a month. It is going to cost you pretty much $8,000. Okay, so this is part 2. I'm going to make a part 3 video, and then I'm going to the pool. Part 1, I talked about when to stay in Punta Cana and pretty much the Caribbean to get the best prices and the best weather. And I gave the sweet spot. I gave a 2 to 4 week window throughout the entire calendar year when to stay. In this video, I just revealed all the prices. And in my next video, it's probably going to be my most important one. I'm gonna talk about my bulletproof strategy to get the best hotel rates, okay? It's not because I'm a Marriott ambassador. 7 of these 8 hotels are not Marriott. It's not because I booked in the sweet spot, although that sweet spot definitely helped. I have a bulletproof 3-point strategy to get the best hotels. And it's not using points, it's not getting a credit card, it's not doing rebates, or it's not mentioning them on YouTube. I don't get reimbursed or sponsored for any of this stuff. I pay everything out of pocket so I can own my opinions and be completely authentic and transparent. I utilize a 3-point strategy, and once I reveal it to you, it is gonna blow your mind on how simple it is, okay? So I'm gonna talk about that in my next video, and then I'm gonna get to the pool.